Nos encontramos con Tamta, representante de Chipre en Eurovisión 2019. We are here with Tamta. It's a pleasure to have you here in Spain with us, Tamta.
Tamta from Chipre.
Yes, from Cyprus, yes, from Chipre. How does it feel being here?
It feels great. It feels amazing. How come? I'm thinking about it like, what am I doing in Spain?
Is it your first time in Madrid?
It's my first time in Madrid. I was in Barcelona a week ago for the Pride and 2 weeks before at another club performing. So it's quite amazing too.
How do you find Madrid so far? Do you like
I
the
haven't
vibe?
seen anything,
Okay.
nothing at all, just a couple of streets. But I mean, I love traveling generally and I always see beauty in anything and anywhere. So I'm pretty sure that I will like it.
Okay. So I was going to ask you how the things from Spain do an impact on you. Do you think is it similar to the Greek or Georgian cultural stuff that you have been growing up? Spain and
I mean, Spain is definitely close to Greeks and Greece. You know, it's kind of the same mentality. You're warm people, maybe even hot. Greeks and, you know, Spanish people. Also, I think it's all about the sun, Mediterranean climate, you know. But Georgia is a bit colder place, you know. But I've been living in Greece almost half of my life.
Yes.
So I kind of, my heart is split in two. Somehow, I love both countries so much. But Spain is closer to Greece.
Okay.
For sure, yeah.
So now, the fact that you are here in Spain and you are in our country for the second time during these days really shows that you are proud of this.
I'm very proud.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm generally very proud of myself. I never used to say it before because I've been through a lot of things, and I was like always I couldn't say like I'm proud of what I've done or whatever, never ever. And for the couple of years, I'm like I should say to myself that I'm proud. There is nothing bad in it, and I'm proud of everyone who is you know, coming at the Pride and standing up for their rights, and I'm really proud of them.
So why this stage to speak up loudly about everything that is happening? Why is this stage the one that you should use to speak up?
Generally, I'm very against of any kind of discrimination and homophobia. So I really think that discrimination has to be pushed away. It can't fade on its own. So that's all we do. We push it away. Me, you, and everyone who supports these people and minority generally, that's what I do. And for sure, my job and my work helps me to speak out. So I was there, I'm here, and I'll be there for sure for everyone who needs this voice.
And how did you grow with those values? You know, talking about tolerance, about respect, about unity, about treating everyone the same way that you wanted to be treated. Who did teach you this kind of things?
Well, I don't really know. Actually, probably it comes from my mother too, who had never had I've never ever have heard at home like any kind of discrimination or phobia towards the people. It exists in Georgia, it exists in Greece, it exists here, everywhere. But my mom was not like that, and I was never ever like that. I could hear my neighbors saying to their children like, don't play with her, she's for example whatever, Armenian or Azer or whatever, and I could never ever understand but why, you know. Then everything and all this idea about you know, equality and stuff like that, I think it comes from ear by ear, you know, from the experiences. And I'm really honored that I've been experiencing a lot of different stuff and things in my life. So this is why I might be whatever you say. I don't like talking about myself
No, but
that way.
it's fine. It's fine because you really seem proud of what you are, of what you do, and what you are standing for in front of this
Yes, look,
message.
yes, of course.
And actually,
in another way, because you know, I have a lot of gay friends, a lot of gay friends. I love them more than anything, and I respect them, and I respect everything about them. But the thing that I'm a Georgian girl living in Georgia in '90s was not the easiest thing, you know, not just for me, for the nation generally, and not for only Georgians, for a lot of former Soviet countries. So we had no electricity, we had no food, I've been through wars, you know. I left everything, moved to Greece to my mom with my daughter. She was, by the time she was 6 years old, you know, I went there, I was depressed, I was eating. The only thing I was doing was eating because I left everyone behind me, you know. But I still found the courage and listened to my mom and auditioned for the Super Idol, and was like, okay, the light has come, now I have to do something. And I move on and I move on, and then the Eurovision came, you know, and now I'm singing in Spain. Like, life is so amazing. I want to live forever.
well, everything happens for a reason, and if you are here, it's not because you are not worth it to be here. So you are, and you are doing it so good. So
thank you so much.
That's very
thank
cool
you.
to listen.
First of all, I want to thank you, all of you generally, because I've been amazed how supportive you were, Spain generally, during the Eurovision, and now, because Eurovision is gone, but you're still there, and I'm very, very happy. It's my honor, honestly.
Our honor as well.
Thank you.
Have you told me about your gay friends and about how you were raised in your country and how everything is with Georgia?
Not in my country. Not in my country. It was after I moved to Greece. It started from Greece, because back in Georgia, I didn't even know one gay.
Okay.
Probably there were a lot,
okay.
But they couldn't speak up,
you
especially
think that
back
has
then.
Changed now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
things have changed.
Is the government trying to push it like in a better way so that
things? I think that there is no way, because you know, young people especially, they're very supportive to them. So I think this young generation can make world better.
Are doing everything.
Yes.
Okay, that's so cool to listen to, because I was going to ask you that nowadays, in the current globalization that we are going through at this point of you know, history, everything seems to be changing so fast, and that's because of the young generations. How do you see that as an artist? Do you think you have the power, the strength to promote something in the position that you have at the moment?
Look, yes, most likely because of the social media, which is also one of the things that have so much influence. Generally, you can use all these platforms for good things. There are people using it for bad things as well, but it's our choice what we follow. So yeah, I think I have a voice and you have a voice. We all have a voice, and we have to use it all the time when it's needed. And I really try to do it.
And what is your message, Tamta? I want to know what is the message that you are...
Look, equality. I just know and feel like, as a human, that we're all equal. Generally, we're all the same energy. We are made to love each other and not hate each other. You know, and then there are choices, and we have to respect people's choices, whatever it is. So I'm very, you know, kind of not calm, but yeah, I've decided this way. I don't know, maybe in 10 years after now, I have a different opinion about things that it's normal, but for now that's what I think and that's what I support.
Cool. If you had to send a message to all those people that are going through bad situations, bad moments, violence, and also a message to the people that is doing this kind of threats to others and they are not good to others, what would you say to each of them, to both?
No, they have to find courage to speak out and support themselves, and then the next step is to support others, because you have to find courage in yourself first. And I know sometimes it takes time, it takes a lot of things, but if you really want it, you can get there, and then you're able to help other people and encourage them to. So just don't be afraid and don't listen really to anyone, because social media as well is not always doing a good job. It's now like it's getting easier to bully someone through some fake, for example,
behind a screen, actually.
Yes, and it's really bad, but I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
To be honest. Yeah.
That's cool, and I'm so glad that we are listening to your message, because it's positive at this point that you have been invited to do something here that is important for our community in Spain. And right after Eurovision, you went to Barcelona, you told me.
Yeah.
And how was the experience there? I want to know.
Great.
Yeah.
It was like I performed for about 20-25 minutes, and I was still like thinking while performing on stage, like, what's going on? What am I doing here? It was amazing. Like so many people, so much support. They were singing replay, and I was really happy and proud to perform for all of them.
You are actually an artist that is really devoted and dedicated to your fans, and I want to know what's the best thing that you get from them.
I think it's all about love in our life. I think it's a love and support, because without them, it doesn't exist. So actually you don't exist. You have to have people that love you and support your music and you. Otherwise, who are you? You know. Well, I can always sit at home and sing for myself. But this is not my point. You know?
Actually, I'm curious on how your fans from a few years ago have reacted to your Eurovision participation, because like it's something that you've been waiting for a long time that you wanted to do, and the new fans, of course, will appreciate you as the singer that you are at the moment. But the old fans, how are they treating you at this point?
I think they were really happy. Yes, because, as you know, maybe better than I do. I first tried in 2007 with the song With Love. I didn't make it through.
What happened there, Tanta?
Nothing special. I think I was a bit disappointed, but not because of not going through. Because I didn't like what I did. I was not as good as I expected and wanted myself to be, and this is the worst thing that could happen to me and maybe to most of the artists, you know. And then I waited, and in 2015 or 14 or 15, maybe you know it better than I do. With Unloved. Yes, but we ran out of time and we didn't make it. But we still have the beautiful songs that I love very much from Alex Papakostantino, the same songwriter, the replay. And the next time Cyprus proposed to me last year, but I was doing by the time so many things. And as you said, everything happened for a reason. I think I was doing cabaret musical at the time. I was doing every Friday and Saturday, if you know the Bouzoukia places we have in Athens. And I also already had agreed for being a judge on X Factor in Georgia. So there was no time for Eurovision. But this year, I was like, yes, let's finally do it. And I'm really, really happy that I did. It was a great experience. One of the if not the best, I think the best, yeah. For now, it's the best experience in my whole career, I can tell.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you about this Eurovision experience.
I'm talking just all alone.
It's perfect, no, because we were actually going to ask you what did motivate you to enter the Eurovision with Unloved, because Alex Papakonstantinou has worked for you at the time with that song.
Yeah.
And what happened there? We want to know what happened, why Maria Elena Kyriakou was replaced.
There was a deadline. For example, we had to send the song on Tuesday, and we had the song ready on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And they just didn't let us.
Because you were hugely praised for that song.
Yes,
really cool song.
I love that song.
Actually, talking about Papakonstantinou as well, we were all really surprised of how people reacted to Replay, actually, because of the comparison with Fuego.
Yes.
But you worked with Alex in 2015, and probably something that people don't know, that maybe this collapse came since then, when you started working with him.
Yes, I mean, I knew it. It wasn't a surprise.
And you were offered Fuego as well.
Yes, I was offered for Fuego. That was I was talking about before. I knew that it's gonna happen. You know, people love comparing generally, which is, for me, it's understandable. This is how work works, but I don't really agree, because, you know, comparison really kills your dreams, and you never progress if you sit and think about what, you know, compare yourself to other, which is you don't have to do it, never ever. It just kills your dreams, and you never make any kind of a progress. But I knew that it's gonna happen, because it's the song was written from the same group of people with Alex Papakonstantinou, and as everyone has its own sound as a production, I could also hear as a production it was close to Fuego, but it never ever bothered me. And you know what? I was telling people in Tel Aviv, especially when they were asking about it, I was like, did you like Fuego? And they were like, yes. Do you like Replay? Yes. So that's it. That's it. Just stop talking about it and comparing, you know, things. But I'm totally okay with it.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Do you have the chance to speak to Alex and Eleni about these issues or this situation?
It was never ever issue for us, to be honest. For me and for us, it was never ever an issue. Because if it was, I would never say yes.
Okay.
And it is not. It is not, you know.
Is it going to be any other collaboration with Alex? Is it there on the horizon?
We'll see. Actually, we've been known each other for so many years, and we have actually been at the studio many times together. Maybe it will happen again. I don't know right now, but why not? Yeah, we'll see. He's having his holidays in Greece right now, in Crete. So no time for studio. Maybe when he's back, we'll see.
And if somebody offered you to come back to Eurovision, would you be open to do it?
Of course.
Yeah, also even for George as well.
Of course.
That's cool.
My country.
Have they offered you in the past, by the way?
No, not really, not official. We just, my people had discussed with them maybe 5 years ago when I first did X Factor, I think, back then. But it was just in a conversation, and at the time they really didn't have any budget to support the project, so it was very, very difficult. So, but if they come, I'm here.
This Eurovision edition has been going through a lot of drama, a lot of different political things that they should have been involved, have nothing to do with the contest values. How do you react to that, to what Madonna did, to what Hattari did? Would you ever think, in the middle of the process, of doing anything towards the situation?
Not really. We were really protected, generally, from anything and from everything beside the main thing.
Yep.
we never got afraid of anything there. They were really good to us, the Israeli people, I mean, and really we really felt safe there. But for me, it's like times that I think it's all about music. You know, music. I know that it sounds like cliche a bit, but what does music do is that it unites people. I wish that it was not political, because this is how you make world better. You know, I don't mind saying anything you want about politics, about anything you want. But there are things that I think we should keep it just there, you know, just music. To me, it was like so beautiful to meet so many people from different countries, cultures, languages. No, it unites people. That's what I felt, or maybe this is what I wanted to feel, and I really felt it. Some other people maybe things are different. I don't know. But I wish it could stay just music, all music.
And speaking about music, now that you see your performance on the screen,
yes.
My question to finish with the Eurovision, what's the moment that you can recall the most since the Cypriot broadcaster called you to offer until you stepped down the stage in Tel Aviv? What's the best moment of the whole
Step
experience?
down?
Yeah, you went down stage.
When you step up on stage.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
It's
or when you went down on stage, when you finished the performance.
When I finished, I was like in another world. Generally, we even had a video of us coming down from the stage. We were I didn't even know what I did, if I was good, if I was not good, if everything went good.
I remember.
But I was so happy and excited, and actually I was afraid that I'm gonna be pressured and a bit nervous. But as soon as I step my foot on the stage, the feeling is amazing, because the people that are there are really huge fans of Eurovision.
They are.
And they really love and support everyone. It doesn't matter if they like the song or not, they support you, and it's such a great feeling for an artist, And as soon as I got there and heard them screaming and all the audience going crazy, I was like, oh my God, this feels so good. Let's just do it and have fun. I don't know if you can see it, but I really had fun while performing. Besides the problems I had so much fun, and I'm really grateful that I did.
So talking about your personal identity as a musician, as a singer, all your songs I've seen throughout your whole career, I've checked that your songs have your identity, your personal identity. Since you started with Agapisume, Quítame, Kodasu, or Ilius Kethalases, and also Na Me Paris Makria.
Yeah.
It's a song that I really like as well. From the beginning, all of them have different elements, but at the same time, you can see an evolution.
Yeah.
How do you see this yourself?
Myself through my music, you mean?
Towards the future.
I still think that I think that I still have a lot to give to the people in the audience. Generally, I'm a pop singer. That's what I love to do. But I love doing other stuff too. I love doing musicals. I love rock music. I'm a huge fan of folk music and traditional music. That's why, for example, I adore Rosalia, but not just now, when the world got to know her.
Yeah.
2 years ago, when I found her, and she amazed me because of mixing folk music with the new kind of music, and this is for me something really, really special. And if you're asking me, this is something that I really wanted to do for many, many years. I would love to mix Georgian folk music, which is so beautiful and different, with something fresh and new. So I have many ideas and I have many things to do, and honestly I really hope that I'll be fortunate enough to have all the love from my fans and people, and time to give them more and more of my music.
So to finish the interview, Tamta,
Yeah.
the last question.
Okay.
I always like to do the last question because it's what I want to see our singers saying what they want to do, what their goals are in the next upcoming years, because you never know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna see you definitely there. What are your goals in the music business?
I just want to sing my heart out as long as possible, really, because I'm a lucky one, because I do and make money from what I really love to do, and I really feel honored because of this. I promise I'm gonna make more music and for many reasons stay relevant as well, because nowadays it's really important as well. But we'll see. I can tell you exactly. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm not really flying.
Okay.
I'm always grounded and walking on the ground. Yes. Generally. So it doesn't mean that I have no ambition or dreams. Of course I do, but I don't like talking about them a lot. I just work and give you what I've worked on, and happy if you like it. That's it.
Very glad to listen to that, Tamta. It was a pleasure to have you here in our studio.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, and thank you one more time to all the Spanish people for supporting me. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you very much. I don't know where to look, but whatever. But yeah. Thank you.
Pues esta ha sido la entrevista de Tamta. Muchísimas gracias por seguirnos y estad atentos a las próximas publicaciones que haremos con otros artistas que han pasado por el Orgullo de Madrid en este 2019.
Sí.